Where did we leave off with 172? I don't remember. It's been 3 weeks, and a lot's happened in these 3 weeks. So what happened? What are we doing? What's going on? Okay, so you have Redacted and Huadiun. That's right. We had this right here with the Icarus stuff. That's right. The last thing was we're going to Luslec. We're going to Luslec. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm reading on Webtoon officially. That's right. Rock had his moment. We got to see him big, and then he turned back to Chibi again. This thing showed back up. Hugo's alive, which I'm happy about. We got Kel Helm back, but then we get to this thing, and I don't think this is Luslec. I think that this is Thanks for following. I don't think this is Luslec necessarily. I think this is like a messenger. I think this is Luslec. I think that's Luslec. I don't think this is right here. So yeah. Hop into it. All right. Inside FUG ship. Dude, Kel Helm looks so dope. Lord Grace, Jinsung Ha and Kel Helm have arrived. Send them in. Turn off with it. No one see you. He's gonna cut away before we even get to see him. We can get a glimpse. And it's gonna cut away. It's gonna be like the start of the title chapter, and then it's gonna be like elsewhere, and then take us somewhere else. Well, it's been quite a long time. I wondered why you stayed hidden and kept shifting your work onto me no matter what came up. You just didn't want to miss the chance to see a family fall, did you? I hope you won't hold it against me. It's been so long since we last saw each other. What do you say? Would you care for a drink? He reminds me of the what's-his-face. Off of First Glimpses, it reminds me off of, what's his name? The leader of the Demon Slayer Corps. What's his name? I forgot his name. It reminds me of him. Just off of First Glimpses. Of course not. Some of us actually have work to do. Current head of FUG. Ah, what a shame. Grace. How do I say, man, how do I pronounce this? I want to get it right. I know you guys have told me before. How do I pronounce it? I know it's Luslec. Frankenstein. Little Nash from SF5. Grace Merch. I don't want to butcher it. Mershea Luslec. Okay. I have to talk to Haku, because Haku was like, he dropped a comment, Lopobia split 1. He dropped a comment on like naming conventions, and honestly, it's something that I've never ever even thought about when it comes to like how naming conventions work in this series. He was he broke it down, and I'm just like, dude, I feel like it's been so long since I've talked. I just need to lock back in. All right. Lopobia split 1, season 3. Okay. This thing still kind of skeeves me out. Like, it looks creepy. A warp? But there isn't even a gate. What's going on? What's that? I've never seen that type of floating carrier before. I recognize that floating carrier. You recognize it? By recognize, do you mean like she was there whenever what's up, Amir? How's it going? Was she present when it showed up the first time? What am I looking at? Oh, lighthouses. Okay. I was confused for a second. My bad. They're here. Is Bomb talking about this book? He need to keep reading in his brain. Thank you for responding to my sudden request, Head Librarian Michelle. We have the book. What if the book was empty because Bomb absorbed it? What if the book was empty because he absorbed it? We're both head librarians born from the family leader's writings. There's no need to thank me. Now let's get moving. First, I'll get rid of that nuisance. What is... Oh. It's like tuning, charging up. Got his attention, though. What did it do? What did it do? It released like a shockwave? Like an EMP? Or the equivalent to an EMP for the Tower of God universe? Shut up. Vice Commander, defend the ship. Yes, sir. Get the barrier and lighthouse ready. It's too late. Toot. He's tooting. He's tooting. Was he able to at least stop it for a little bit? Did we block the attack? Where did that floating carrier come from? I can't EMP my ass. This thing just destroyed everything. I can't believe how powerful it is. Bro. Show me everything else. What an incredible... He thinks he's a druid. What an incredible attack. Not even most high rankers can pierce Gran Abuelo. And yet that attack just tore right through it. This comes... It's technology straight from Gastong himself. Straight from Gastong himself. That thing looks creepy to me. Who in the world does that floating carrier belong to? Just, it looks creepy to me. I don't even know how to explain it, but it does. Let's go. We have to deliver the book to the family leader. All right. And then it's just dipping. That's it. He's yelling out stop to it. Oh, he's taking off after it. It disappeared again. How did it do that without a gate? This is crazy. Gastong being able to weaponize irregular techniques is insane. A warp flash. Oh. That's still cool. Is Racha still hanging on? I'm sorry. Still hanging on? Bomb. What are you all doing here? What happened back there? It's kind of complicated. I'll explain everything later. Ooh. There appears to have been an unexpected accident in the town. Go help them. Summon the medical team. Got it. Are you the irregular? Now we're face to face. At least we could throw, what's her name, Linda? Is her name Linda? Throw her name around. Yes, sir. My name is Robodon. Laura. Damn it, Linda. Linda, somebody from work. Jesus Christ. So you're Laura's father. I'm sorry, I didn't get sorry. I didn't get to introduce myself sooner. It's been brought to my attention that you're engaged to one of my pretty granddaughters. That's a lie, but whatever. Have you spoken to her? You two haven't held hands or anything? Held hands. Have you? Didn't expect him to ask that. Well. Oh my God. He's so scary. Poor Bomb. Nothing is ever easy for him. Another warning. Message. Arena location. It's finally here. Let me see. The Sprout. Why the heck did they choose that as the arena location? We know Redacted's already there. That makes me sick. It's a stopover for navigators. I'm done yelling Yasracha's name from Yama's point of view. I'm over it. I was looking at this like, what the hell is that? I forgot his hand got torn up. You can see his bone. That's gross. Ew. Doctor, hurry up and fix him. Doom's just like, just leave me. What are you talking about? I'm not going to make it anyway. You know that. High rankers are hard to kill, but they're even harder to save when they've been mortally wounded. You said you want to know about Wang Wang, right? Why do you mention that all of a sudden? Your father, Wang Wang, was a real mutt. Hey, watch how you talk about my father. Goodness gracious. He acted gruff on the outside, but he really liked people. And all he cared about was his master and his family. He looked after them well. But he didn't really hate cats all that much either. I don't feel bad for Yasracha whatsoever. He was somebody out there feels bad for him. It ain't me. He was a true mutt. Is that an insult or a compliment? Take this. What are we taking? What is it? You want to get strong, right, Yama? My research about hybriders is in that lighthouse. His hand looks disgusting. I'll unlock it for you. It's yours to keep. If you really want to achieve complete transformation, you might find a clue in the lighthouse. Dad wasn't she? Your father's power within you will help. But don't be a mutt like him. You were meant to be a wild beast. When did Doom stop being purple? That's what your mother wanted. You must lead the beastkin as their king. I said him. Oh, he's gone. It's over. He's gone. Oh, Doom is side-eyeing the hell out of him. Dude, when they choose to draw Yama's muscles like in full definition, Jesus. Jod, Lopo Beatramare, Obadal, those bastards. I swear. That's crazy. I'll make them all pay. Yes, Racha, I'll become the king of the Beast-King. Just like you wanted. This is one hell of a development for this guy. Boo-hoo. For him to be so angry that he's gonna become the Beastkin in his honor after everything he did, everything he was responsible for, he's the reason why your mama ain't here. That's what I'm telling you. Oh man, aka watch your mouth. No. Yeah, but he said sorry. I guess so. Remember, people. Remember. Yes, Racha turned on Wang Wang and what's their mother's name again? Dodo? He turned on all of them. He killed all of them because Wang Wang didn't want to leave with him. Just remember that. Nen. Who's Dodo? Dodo's not somebody at work. Who's Dodo? I've never gotten over Yasracha. Whenever I'm telling you, it's a quick sidetrack. I always bring it up when they had their what was the name of the game? Not the Cat Tower, the Gakja Doseng, right? That's what that was. What like? I think it was the Gakja Doseng because it was Bomb, Yama, Ivankel, and Calivan. That's right, because Calivan got to take the jump thing and go ahead. Everybody else did their thing, and that's when White showed up. The Gakja Doseng. Whenever Yama and Yasracha start fighting, and then it's like Yama feels weird, he doesn't understand what's going on, and then we come to find out that it was fear was the reason why he couldn't beat Yasracha. But then, yes, Amir, yes, because that was a big deal. Yasracha's character never survived that for me. Yasracha's character was at least interesting to me. It was literally that moment that kind of like did me in for his character. I didn't care about him after that. It was like, he was so cocky and confident about beating Yama. And he was like, oh, you're afraid of me, yada, 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 paraphrasing what he was saying. But then you come to find out that Yasracha placed the fear into Yama when Yama was actually a baby. It's not paraphrasing that. He was literally a baby. And it never was made clear if Yasracha was doing that to train Yama. It more so was the more time he spent around them and then he thought about their daddy, he kind of grew a soft spot for them. So it's like, I'm just like, wait, you out here acting like this when you cheated. You cheated, you cheater. So yeah, his character never recovered. It never did. I never got past that. So it's like he's gone. It's just like, damn, tough. So yeah, sorry, never got. That's one, like, out of Tower of God, that's one of like the main things that I actually like dislike from an actual writing standpoint. There's not many things that I really don't like about Tower of God that I don't like. I think that's just stupid. I feel like it could have been done way better. Like, actually, I don't like it. You could have tweaked it a little bit. It could have been done good. You know what you could have done? You know what you could have done? Just said that Yama was afraid of Yasracha. Like how it was initially pitched to us. Just keep it that way. He's afraid of you. And he's never experienced fear, so he doesn't know what fear is. That's it. You don't have to then go the extra step to be like, oh yeah, and by the way, here's some fear. You didn't need, I didn't need that. That completely just ruins that whole thing. It would have been a cool moment to have Yama try to overcome fear. But it's fake fear. It's not real fear. Like, if that interaction never happens when he's a kid, in that moment, is Yama actually afraid of him? Probably not. Who knows? I don't know. I'm done. A few hours after Bomb and his team left the station in Pobedow's territory. What is that? What are you waiting for, you fool? Don't disrespect my guy. Bring me a drink right now. Princess, please control your... Leave him alone. Control ourselves. Don't be disrespected. People like us don't need self-control. This I expect from Yuri. To get drunk. We're like trains that use alcohol as fuel. It's like a superconductor. Well said. That's absolutely right. Look at these two. Thanks, I knew you'd agree. We're not stopping until the next light ball turns on. Come on, it's time for round 2. Oh, brother. She's never been this curvy ever. What are they doing? Never. Hold on. I'm about to pull up an image because I know I saved the picture of her when she first showed up. She's never looked like that. This is the lore shenanigans. When it's like panel by panel, she's this big and then this big and then this big and then this big. She's never been that thick ever. She just looked like a normal girl in a dress. What is happening? Look at. I'm about to find a picture. Look at her hips. Bro, look at her hips. I'm in dead serious. Look at them. That's ridiculous. Hold on. Oh, to pull up an image. She ain't never looked like that. Why am I questioning it? I don't know. It's weird, right? I should just accept it and just appreciate it. Right. I'm still about to pull this image. I don't know, maybe. Hold on. I don't know, maybe. I just never noticed it. She's had this nice big flowy dress on. I'm about to shut up. Matter of fact. I'm questioning it. All right, she was in jail for a little bit. Joined Jihad's army, gained some muscle. That's it. We're not complaining. All right, I want some nice hot fish cake soup. Fish cake soup. That sounds good. Fish cake soup. All right. What is that? What's going on? Cha. Ga. Round 2. What happened? Oh, this ship. I was confused. This ship is kidding. That's kidding. Now go. Kill every last one of Pobedal's troops, but bring back the princesses and Laura alive. If you see the irregular, let me know first. What am I looking at? You can kill the others. Damn it. Wait a minute. That's Keating's ship. All right, they going out here. Let's go. All right. Gary and Tiara are probably going to go crazy out here. I want to see it. Holy crap, what's going on? How did that massive ship warp here without a gate? I'm not sure. I thought Lopobia's forces were supposed to take several hours to get here from the front. Oh, he got ripped in half. Jeez, look. He's in half. He lost an arm. Bro, did he belly flop on them? What the hell? What? He belly flopped them? That's ridiculous. What's all that noise? We're trying to have fun. They're pissed. They're pissed. Uh-oh. They're pissed. Lord Keating, according to our sources, the princesses and Laura appeared to be in the submarine. I see. In that case, destroy Pobedal's floating carrier. I can't stand the sight of it. Come on, don't let anyone escape. They're going crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who's that? He looks like a red fish cake. Where the hell did he come from? Goodness gracious. Violated. All this racket is giving me a headache. I gotta save this panel. This is a fire panel. Not gonna lie. That was dope. Who thought they would be fighting next to each other so soon? Hold on. My bad, Joe. Dude, you still got 2 chapters. All this racket is giving me a headache. Me. Yuri Jihad. Pobedal Tiara. I didn't expect to run into you two nuisances here. We're not wasting time. There's nothing to talk about. 174. I'm not wasting time. We about to get into it. They showed us two panels of on Luslec's face, and then we don't get to see him. We're at this. Okay. Split 2. A few minutes earlier. I doubt the Pobedal family would go to all that trouble just to catch Bomb at a time like this. Could it have been the Lopobia family? Yeah, I think so. Although I have no idea how they managed to get here so quickly. I thought the two of them were drunk. I really wanted to slip away quietly before anyone noticed, but nothing ever goes the way we hoped. By the way, you seem awfully sober for someone who guzzled so many drinks. You can really hold your liquor. Although you did make one mistake. But anyway, likewise, sorry. I was going to take a humiliating picture for blackmail when you got drunk and run away with the irregular. But you're as strong as you look. Mistake. I remember committing one. These two. You're so annoying. So what are you going to do now? I'm going to fight, of course. After getting rid of some of the enemies outside first, I'll go look for the irregular. Why don't you join me? Me? Why? Alright, she doesn't know that Bomb isn't here. Do you really need to ask? You'd probably try to sneak away with the irregular while my back is turned. I'm not some kind of smuggler. Besides, I've decided to stay out of this fight from now on. Yuri's still gonna get in trouble because she left, right? We still haven't addressed that. Didn't she dip off and then she's been here ever since, right? Goodness. Yeah, she's still gonna get in trouble. That strange armor. Princess, I believe those people belong to Keating's army, a division of Lopobia's forces. What? Keating? He's one of the most powerful people in the Lopobia family. He's never shown himself in public as long as I've been alive. What is he doing here? Now that's a thing to note. Okay. It's up to you to decide. But it might be better to join the fight at least temporarily. What do you mean? I can't give away too much because the information comes from an inside source. But if Keating's army manages to take the irregular away, you might never see him again. She's on go time. You can't say that. You can't say that to her. She's on go time. Anyway, the choice is yours. You can run away or fight as you please. Let's go. Yes, princess. Wait. I might never see Bomb again. What's that supposed to mean? Back to the present. Why did you come with me? You should have just run away. It's not like I have anywhere to run away to. Besides, you can't get me all riled up and then just run off like that. What does she have in her? She has Green April, right? Strictly speaking, I'm not here to fight Lopobia's army. I came to keep an eye on you because you're so obsessed with Bomb. As you like, but you should know. That person we're facing here is no pushover. Those pesky women are here. Did they somehow bond after all that fighting on the battleship? Yeah, they have a common goal. Needless to say, Keating is Lopobia's second in command, so he's obviously extremely powerful. And I'm sure the Hate he commands is a force to be reckoned with as well. As they obliterate some of them. Lopobia's family leader considers it a particularly special minion. That's why he gave it to Keating, one of his oldest children. The smoke from its mouth can melt even high rankers, and according to Lopobia's laws, anyone who injures Kirin is subject to the death penalty, regardless of their family or reason for harming them. They have their own laws? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not in their jurisdiction. Princess of the 13th month. One of the legends acknowledged by the Jihad family. I hate to admit it, but that does make me feel a bit better. I'm not sure, Tiara. But harming Yuri Jihad, one of the 13 months, could cause serious problems for us. Try to stay away from her as much as possible, Hate. Wait, this thing was talking? Is this thing, that's what was just talking? Alright, that's true. You need rules for this big family. You're alright. But for it to be a rule, like if you hurt him, you die? That's crazy. I'll go after the Slayer candidate. Okay, he's taking off. Keating's talking. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm about to be like, is this thing talking? My bad. All right. Sorry. Hey, he's heading for the submarine. Let's get him. Oh, that's the thing. Keating seems to be busy. So I'll fight you ladies in the meantime. Who's that arrogant prick? I'm... over under that they body this guy. What's the over under that the two of them just dust this guy off? Keep scrolling. Who's that arrogant prick? Oh. Okay, he's got some firepower. All right. Okay. Crap, we're surrounded. It feels like this is a cool looking panel. It feels like we're trapped in a key. This is a cool looking panel. That's a cool looking panel. Only it weren't so vertical. I was gonna say something else, but pause. What's that sound? We're under attack. So my mind is in the gutter. I need to kill it. Yo, my mind is in the gutter. I need to kill it. Because that's yo, I seen the bottom of the dress and I was like, goodness gracious. I was like, wait, I'm like, it's the bottom of the dress. I was like, I need to relax. I was about to be like, that's insane. All right, so soon? Continuing. Lopobia's forces are attacking. Be careful, everyone. Lilio Shilio. Run, she rent her clothes? What? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. Where are you off to in such a hurry, Laura? Ugh. Do you need a lift? In that case, allow me. Lopobia Kukuda, the sexiest man in Kirin's army. Your body's alright, but bro, you got pubes on your face, son. You about to shoot a spirit gun? What's happening? Does he have a pose? Like, is this his like Super Sentai Kamen Rider pose? What's going on? This man's donned himself the sexiest man in Kirin's army. He has a pose? Let me continue. Let me give you a ride. Kakuda? He's gonna shoot her. He's either got a spirit gun or he's posing. Kakuda. Aren't you the guy who lost your position as a branch leader and had to leave the battleship? My eyes! Gross. What the hell is he talking about? I thought you left for good after you failed to secure a position as a branch leader. What are you doing back here? That position is vacant now, so I imagine some other amateur from the branch will try to take it. Can you imagine the idea of some runt taking my position? Even the thought of it is ridiculous. All right, he threw the helmet. This dude is ugly, son. No one but me deserves that title. Son is ugly. That's why I came back. Sorry. Son is ugly. I'm convinced the point is fighting back. Yeah, they are. Bro, she... Goodness gracious. Her hips are shoulder width. That's why I came back. Whatever. Lilio Shilio, run while you can. What? Where? It doesn't matter. Just run. This is the second time she told him it doesn't matter. Just run. These girls don't listen. You refuse my offer for a ride? I'm so... Did he just turn into a bird? Love will be a family. Yes, that's a thing. He just turned into a bird. I'm so offended. He's turning into a bird. He turned into a bird. Damn, he just grabbed... What the hell? Damn, he grabbed her by her head? All right, now let her go. Let her go. Let her go. It was ridiculous. This man, he literally called himself the sexiest man in Keating's army. They all must be ugly, bro. What do you think you're doing? Let go of her right now. Do you have any idea who our mother is? I forgot about the Serpent Master. I forgot completely about him. I heard you all escaped together. Serpent Master. I'm so lucky. It's like I won the lottery. I can't believe I ran into you like this. This is perfect. As a matter of fact, I was just thinking I could use some nice, healthy, feel-good snake soup. Oh, apparently it was supposed to be the hottest man in Keating's army to play off his powers, but they changed it in the officials. That makes sense. I got it. That makes sense. Because bro's butt ugly, son. She put her hair up that fast? How fast did Laura put her hair up? Come on this way. Okay. Dude, they did this because they just wanted to draw her legs. Snake soup. How ancient are you? All right. All right. Okay. Here we go. It's been a minute since we've seen our guy work. You sound like such an old man. Everyone knows the best feel-good food is fried chicken. It's a man after my own heart. It's a man after my own heart. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. It's been a minute since we got a quality. It's been a minute since we got a quality chop panel. So don't be surprised if. Oh wait. What's the last panel that I didn't save? I thought I didn't save this? Hold on, my bad. I did save it. There we go. It's been a minute since we got a quality chop panel, so you know. There's a good chance that this panel makes it to my wallpaper. Is it good enough to dethrone Doksha though? I don't know. Spent more time with Doksha. But Cha's just so damn good. Alright. What the hell? Isn't that Cha from the Hidden Grove? What are you doing here? So he is... Oh, it's up. It's up. I thought he sniped him, one-shot him. Where did he hit him? Where did he hit him for all this blood to be coming out? Damn. So he is really old if you know who Cha is. Here, go see you again with these chicken jokes. If he knows who Cha is, then he is really old. I thought Cha was being like funny, where he was like, "How old are you?" Right? He's like, "You sound mad old." So where did he punch him at? It looks like there's blood spilling out from the side of his neck. What's up for you, bro? What is that? You'll regret this. All right. Okay, so that must have been a mistake. They need to make their minds up, because her hair was down, then her hair was up, now her hair's down again. It's a cognac. It's got to be something. It's opening though, so I'm expecting something to happen. Yo, Serpent Master's not playing no games. He's like, "You touch my woman." You touch my woman. Who got bit? Damn. Hey, yo. Not like this. I can't stand El Baba's trash, bro. You didn't think another opportunity. I didn't think another opportunity would present itself so soon. El Baba, trash. Looks like fate is on my side after all. I can finally kill you through. I never imagined Kirin was after you as well. It looks like he has bigger plans for you than simply killing you. Don't you ever give up? If I present you to Kirin, I'll earn the family's trust once again. Well, Laura, are you ready to beg to me now? Bro, I'll reconsider if you howl like a wolf and beg me. It's up for you, bro. It's up for you. What's that? Oh, she's hot. Piss off, you fucker. How dare you? Damn! How upset do you gotta be to have her in the jaws of this big wolf and still hit her? This dude's a cornball, bro. He's a cornball. Robodon's fleet. Bro, it's just body parts everywhere. Send Hugo's forces a request for a temporary ceasefire and pull the troops back as quickly as possible. It is to be expected. It's true. What? What do you mean? We've lost so many troops to Pobedal's army. And yet, that's enough. This is an order from the commander. What if that strange floating carrier were to reappear? Do you have some way of protecting the remaining troops, company commander? No, sir. That's what I thought. So let's avoid losing any more troops and retreat. Really? You're letting me go just like that? I thought you were toast, Hugo. I got all upset and mad and emotional, taking it back. That's right, but it's only a temporary ceasefire. Let's return our troops to each other. I can't understand you. There's no need for enemy forces to understand one another in battle, is there? It only makes the task of killing more painful. But there is something I would like to ask you. What was that floating carrier earlier? Hugo has no idea either. I don't know. I'm from my family's battleship, but not even I've seen a floating carrier like that before. Imagine a floating carrier powerful enough to give even high rankers a hard time. It's almost inconceivable. I'm not sure if you'll believe me, but to be honest, I'm completely flustered right now. You don't seem to be lying. Very well, I'll take your word for it. Now give the order to return our troops to each other. I'll let you go after I've distanced myself somewhat from your troops. Wait a minute. Where are you heading now? Why do you ask? Please take me with you. Take me with you. Even if it's only temporary. You can take me as a conditional hostage if you like. Please just take me to the battlefield. You know how insane that this is? For the enemy commander to be like, you take me with you. Screw my men. Screw my men. It's hilarious. I want to go there too. I want to be your hostage. What? I was the only high ranker from the battleship to be suddenly assigned to this boring job. I mean, I know I can be a little bit unpredictable at times, but still, this doesn't seem fair. Sticking a luxury item like me into a position like this is like leaving a designer watch in a locker. She'd be mad at people putting things in their safety deposit boxes. The battlefield is where I can shine brightest. Take me with you. Seeing that they used her as bait to guard the book, she must have been assigned an important mission, but she has no clue about it. Although I can sort of understand why she hasn't mentioned the book. Okay, please. If you just take me to the battlefield, I won't bother you anymore after that. And you could use me as a bargaining chip even if you're ever in danger. Fine, but stay out of trouble. Aside from that, you're free to do as you like. Thanks. Robodon is having he's gone from absolute bewilderment as to why why Kieran's forces are showing up and why things are attacking, to losing men, to fighting Hugo and being impressed that he has to use his full power, but then Bomb showing up, and then it's just all up and down for him. He's experiencing everything. All right. I see. So Laura sent you. I had no idea something like that happened on the battleship. Very surprised. I didn't want Laura to be dragged into this war, but I suppose there's nothing I can do about that now. We've been keeping an eye on Gideon's forces as well, but we never expected him to turn up here. I'm afraid this casts doubt on the source of our information. On another note, you say you remember the contents of the book? Yes, sir. Although it might be more accurate to say that the contents are stored in my brain. I haven't seen the whole book yet, but everything that I did see is stored within me. Amazing. Can you tell me what was in the book? Bro, Commander. Kadidi, I'm in the middle of a conversation with a guest. I'm sorry, but it's urgent. What is it? Has something happened? It's classic C. It's annoying at this point. I tried contacting Laura about this latest incident, but I can't reach her. We just keep receiving an SOS signal from her end. I think something has happened on the submarine. Robodon's fleet. You can't reach Laura? That's right. The signal is going through, but she's not accepting it. The same goes for the two princesses as well. It's impossible. They've returned to the submarine. Elbaba isn't watching them anymore, either. This is so strange. Commander. Catan? What is it? I'm trying to talk to my visitor here. I heard from the battleship, sir. What? Gideon has gone out to hunt down the irregular with all the branch leaders from the battleship. That bastard Gideon. That got his attention. Where did you say Laura is now? At the Pobedal family station, sir. We can get there with a warp ship. Lead the way. You have to stop Gideon. In the meantime, can you tell me what's in the book? This isn't something that we need to be stationary for. We could walk and talk. We can walk and talk. Yes, sir. No, deal with it. In front of the gate belonging to Robodon's army. Commander, do you really intend to go by yourself? I'm not going alone. I'm going with them. They may be strong, but they're only regulars. You should take the army with you. By the time I assemble the army, it'll be too late. Then at least let me go with you. Your job is to lead the troops while I'm away. You have to stay with them. I told you not to put yourself in danger like that. These people managed to escape with Laura and her two daughters from our battleship. I think that proves how capable they are. Or do you distrust the match? Or do you distrust? Damn. Or do you distrust the match chosen for my granddaughter by the family leader? No, sir. Let us deal with the Laura situation. You take the troops and get moving. Something big is going down at the arena. I'm leaving you in charge of the troops for now. I'll head over to the arena as well once I've dealt with Gideon. Yes, sir. Have a safe trip, Commander. Moving right into the next chapter. Bro, the way CU chooses to tease you and dangle stuff in front of you, it was okay. But now it's starting to run its course. It's the last chapter. 175. We're caught up. Chapter. I'm tired of that. We read this. Yep. And it. Lopobia split number 3. Laura, you bastard. Come on, Chalk. I need you to be a little bit faster, Chalk. Blaze. That stuff spilled on him. That looks like the stuff from the thingy. So I'm assuming that this guy's about. Yep. Did you think I was dead? He's an actual phoenix now. He's a whole bird. I'm an immortal phoenix. This is our chance. Let's go see Kitty. This is crazy. Mother. Damn it, Laura. We have to go after them. Do you think I'm some kind of pushover? Okay, so Servant Master hops in. I'm not cackling. I told you, I'm a phoenix. Your pathetic attacks are useless against me. Chilio, Lilio. No! Wait, did they? We cut away. We cut away. That's an impressive way to cut away. Did we cut away or did they get here too? No, we cut away. Hey, why aren't you using that skill you used before? Have you lost something? Stop talking. Hold on. Now that you've seen Mircea's, I'm posting my thoughts on his design from the spoiler channel in the Discord. There are some elements of his design I think are very theory worthy. We'll look at it after. I'll pop over and I'll look at it. Stop talking. I can't think clearly. Sorry, Father. It's all my fault. I lost the pen while having all those high drunks. Came back to look for it. Kidding. Question marks? No, I'm not checking the spoiler channel. I think it's gonna post it in the regular channel, the regular one. Or if not, just drop it in the chat. I've never looked in the spoiler Tower of God section. I've never looked at it. Kidding. Look this way. Oh, Baba. Over here. I caught Laura. This guy's a cornball. I caught Laura. Look at me. He's like a child. He's like a child trying to get praise from his parent. Who's that? That silly fool saved me some trouble. Well done. Now give her to me. Oh, crap. We need that woman. Is she someone important? That's Lopobia Laura, Robodon's daughter. Robodon. This isn't good. With dealing with Robodon is one thing, but I heard that Bomb promised to protect her and her daughters. If Bomb finds out she's been taken away. Oh, the Phoenix. Oh, sorry. Okay. So we've merged battlefields. Okay. Kidding. I caught them. They're like children presenting stuff to their parents so that they could get praised. These two princesses belong to the Lopobia family. Shoot. Now he has those two as well. Jad's princesses. Good job, you two. It's too bad that we haven't caught the irregular yet. But now that we have hostages, he'll show himself soon. Excuse me. The irregular is practically in our grasp. What are you two going to do? We have 3 hostages now. I think it's time for you to lay down your weapons and surrender. Crap. These keep getting worse. What should I do? Yuri, I'm heading back to the station with Robodon. Can you open the warp gate for us? I'm counting on you. Surrender? But those hostages are all from the Lopobia family. Of course I'm going to fight. And it's like, for Tiara, she's just like, I don't care. Hey, let's just surrender. What do you mean? Those 3 hostages are worthless to us. Did all that drinking kill your last few brain cells? Shut up. And for your information, I happen to have a hostage of yours. I'll give you your pen back if you surrender. Ding. You thief. You're the one who stole it. I didn't steal anything. You gave it to me earlier. Tiara, can I have your autograph? Of course. I didn't know you wanted it so badly. Can I take a look at your pen? Sure, I don't see why. Remember? Huh. I can't believe you. If I surrender, do you really have some way out of this? Just give me the pen back. I'll wipe them out for us. Robodon is coming. Shock. You surrender and go with Kidding. I'll open the gate for Robodon. We'll save those 3 right when Robodon gets here. When this is all settled, I'll give your pen to Bomb. Okay, we surrender. We've reached an agreement. She's gonna surrender. Pissed. Very good, Princess Yuri. You made the right choice. But there's a condition. There's always a condition whenever anyone in this series wants to make a deal. I'm one of the princesses of the 13 months. I can't just surrender like an ordinary person. So I refuse to be imprisoned or restrained in any way. I'll just let you go and leave you alone. I'll open the gate and head back myself. Is that clear? Very well. I respect your wishes. She's pulling her power. I like that. She's using her name and her status. Very well. I respect your wishes. I can't afford to stir up trouble with the Jihad family. Now then. Kick her. She surrendered, so you can have her. Got her. That little. All right, she hops down. Hurry up. Take the hostages back to the battleship and search every inch of the submarine. I want that irregular brought to me. And she takes off. I'd better hurry. I have to open the gate before they realize that bomb isn't here. Chop. Come on, faster. Damn it, Kitty. Is this why you let me get away in the first place? So that you could steal the irregular once I got him off the battleship? Oh, who's that? It's one of Kitty's troops, okay. Oh, it's a female. What's this guy's name again? Garuro. She's got some plot on her. Damn. Look at all the little geckos jumping out. Those lizards are sticking to the needle. Oh, she throws it down. Okay. You still use the same dirty tricks as always, I see, Garuro. Video game armor. It's been quite a while since I left the battleship. That voice is so familiar. So you probably don't even remember me. I suppose you have too many siblings to keep track of them all, excuse me. But you should remember my face at least. Hold on. I'm gonna do something really quick. I'm not proud of this, but it's the first thing. First thing I feel like I recognize. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this. And tell me if I'm correct in thinking this. It's actually way more accurate. See or no? This is the first thing that popped in my brain. Okay, I'm done. You don't see it? What? What do you mean you look up Billie Eilish? It does. 1000%. Even down the plot. Former branch leader of Lopopia's army, Lopopia Purpur. Is that how I say that? Purr? Like purr, like a cat purr, like Purpur? That's a weird name to say. Like Purpur is real name weird to say. Purpur. Former branch leader Purpur. That's such a weird thing to say. I thought you lost your title and were kicked out of the family for opposing the hatchlings. What are you doing back here? Purpur and Heyo butterfly. Oh. Kicked out? Nonsense. I left voluntarily. Gideon and I already had an agreement. I gotta save this. This is a fire panel. that I would return to the battleship like this. The other guy from Lopobia with the frogs looks more like Billie Eilish, if anything. Happy New Year. What's up, Blaze? Happy New Year. You guys are really saying she doesn't look like Billie Eilish? With an agreement with Kidding? That bastard. So he was planning on betraying the family this whole time. I can't believe she's back here. He's thrown up a lot. What the hell is he throwing up? What the hell is going on? Oh, he's got a big lizard. Nice, she blocked it. Damn. You fool. You know I have the advantage in hand-to-hand combat. I was already one of the best at martial arts among the branch leaders even before I left the battleship. This is throwing up everywhere. Nasty. He used Shinsu to create slime. Are you running away? Do you really think you'll get away with this? We're descendants of the family leader and princesses of Jihad. Princesses of Jihad? So what? You have no idea how desperate I am. Do you really think I care if you two are princesses? You're not even one of the 13 months. You're going to regret this. Just wait till our grandfather finds out. I need to take them with me. But God, they sure make a lot of noise. He's got a big list. He'll make you sorry. I wish I could kill them right now. The warp gate inside the station. This was such an unnecessary panel. Bro, that was such an unnecessary panel. This is ridiculous. They're here. Where the hell did that irregular run off to? Just wait till I find the Slayer candidate. Once I find him, I won't need those 3 hostages. I won't need those 3 ass hostages. Then I can finally kill them. Oh, that's okay. This is Robodon for sure. Dude, this thing is busted. This is like wood style. Just busted. What the? Where did this tree come from? Bro, Robodon's about to body Elbaba for having Laura crunched up like that. Is she even awake still? I got the bong bong. You about to snuff the wolf? I swear, this is the last time I'm acting as your shuttle. You'd better do what you need to do. I will. I'll make he snuff the wolf. He snuffed the wolf. I'll make sure there are no mistakes. It's the irregular. All right, he caught her. Jesus. Goodness. Irregular, where have you been? Elbaba. So, question. If I'm Bomb, because Bomb recently had a conversation with Elbaba and was like very disappointed in him. All the things he was saying about Elaine, all that. I'm killing this guy. If I can't kill him, I'm at least hurting him. I have to. Especially doing all this. Like going after Laura and going after girls, you making things more difficult. We gotta double back and do all these things. I'm hurting this guy really badly. I don't know if I'll kill him because I don't know how Elaine will feel if she finds out that I ended up body bagging her dad. Like I don't know how she would feel about her family. I don't remember. It's been so long. But bro, something's got to happen. Something has to, because this is ridiculous. El Papa. Lord Kidding. The irregular has appeared near the transport ship. What? How can that be? And he's not alone. Robodon is with him. This man. I'm saving this. These Robodon's with him. He's right here. I'm saving this. That's fire. Saving that. It's a kidding. He's about to raise some hell. All right, hold on. Shouldn't you be on the battleship? What are you doing here? It's a tough one, too. This is a critical time for you. You should be by your family leader's side. Robodon. Why are you wasting time on this nonsense? What are you doing? Oh, it's over. What are you doing here? How would you think that? They weren't even near each other to fight in the first place. Whatever. I think this girl looks like Billie Eilish. I think you guys are crazy if you don't see it. Down to the plot, too. I think she does. This is a new entry, though, into the waifu list. High slotting, too, I might add. High slotting. I want another chapter. I want another chapter. I feel like things are about to get crazy, man. I do feel like things are about to get crazy. I want more. Crap. I want more. These are good. These are good chapters. I'm glad I waited. I'd have been hot. I'd have been hot if I had to wait after any one of the other two chapters before this one. I'm still upset, but I want more. All right, let me go up and read what Leo put in, Sora put in. All right, on here, his design though really does have some interesting points. A lot of people point out, what chapter? That was 2 chapters ago, right? I feel like we could take a look at him. All right. Really does have some interesting points. A lot of people point out his facial marking, that it looks quite similar to Ivan Kell's. Some maybe neither of their. Hold on, wait. To Ivan Kell's, some maybe neither of theirs are actually scars, and might be markings of something else. To me, though, the most interesting part of his design is his signature colors, specifically his penchant or penchant. Whoa. I get what you mean. I lost my point. Specifically for black with purple undertones and a small splash of faded gold in his eye. Didn't we think gold eyes meant something? I'm personally of the theory that V and Jihad are related. I've never heard of that in my life. So I expect the faded gold to be a small visual metaphor for V's influence on Shea. And since purple and yellow are complementary opposites on a color wheel, I expected Arlen to have purple or violet eyes as a visual metaphor that she complements. So to see this purple/gold here in Mershaya is kind of exciting. The next thing is that even though Mershaya's signature color is purple/gold, they seem faded on. His eyes are not a bright gold like Bomb's or pure purple, closer to pale yellow and washed out magenta. Whether or not this small detail is a reflection how Mershaya is not biologically an Arlen's child, he just so happens to have features similar to theirs, or it's a reflection of how something within Mershaya has faded over time, or something that remains to be seen. Also intriguing how he's more purple than gold. If purple is a signature color of Arlen, perhaps it hints at a deeper connection between Michelle and Arlen. Then with why did Michelle take on Grace but not Jew? But that would be that. But that would throw Garms. Michelle was a warlord who followed V line. Gotcha. Rating a few chapters again? No, I'll be back to it. I think the main reason why I didn't stream last week is because it was Christmas. Last Monday was Christmas, so I didn't go live. And the week before, I don't know, something came up. But it was reasons why we were waiting for these last 3 weeks. But we should be back there next week. Okay, so that's interesting. Very interesting indeed. It is really cool. Interesting to say the least. I want to go back and I want to read really quick, sorry y'all, but I want to read Haku's comment that he left under, I can't remember which video he left it under though. Right here, he left it under, I think the last chapter, 172. And to answer something, we heard Grace Michelle Luslec's name earlier in season 2. Also, in early season 2, we learned that Luslec is the one who named Bomb Juvio Grace, which is why some of FUG had issues with him, the leader and top slayer, giving this new guy his family name. And we learned about Grace, Arlen Grace, and before death. That was a big reveal that she had Luslec and Vio's family name. We don't know why they have the same family name though. Like Luslec was adopted into her family, maybe they're related in whichever way Yanhana and Yarde are. Somehow didn't know your theory was Grace was that Juvio Grace is that Juvio Grace was his name. There has been that Juvio Grace is Bomb's real name. Yeah. From before Jihad killed him. Redacted was the one who named him the 25th Bomb, and Luslec actually knew the also because of the name of Widow Agnes' dad is Kun Edon, and Mom's name is Agnes. From that, I've been saying that Tower of God name order is usually father name plus given name plus mother name, with exceptions like princesses that confuse things. So for people like Pobedao Mate Ha or Pobedao Libric Kun, I assume they both have Pobedao fathers and Ha and Kun mothers, respectively, from these. I theorize that Ju is V's family name, excuse me. Theo is the given name that people call him by. We already know that Grace is the mother's name, fitting the same naming convention as Kunigoro Agnes. My theory on what little we know about Icarus right now is that she's someone else who climbed the tower with the Great Warrior team. We know there were people on the team who didn't become family heads, like Quadrado, mentioned by Yuri, and Luslec. She said she was a puppet and not a human, so I think she's either someone created by Maxeth / Workshop, or she's from the Machine Kingdom. Bomb before the nest said Cha told him about the 5 flower kingdoms, Machine Kingdom. Then Nea said the flowers machines existed before humans, matching up with what Cha told Bomb. Also in the Icarus flashback here, we see them fighting machines. Gotcha. So that comment, if you wanted to read it, was under the last 172 up on the channel. Haku posted that comment. Haku's super knowledgeable. Last one is like Smexy. So Haku's like very knowledgeable. Haku knows like all the gajillion more things than I do about Tower of God. It's been a minute since I talked to Haku. I need to reach back out. I would like to reach back out just so we could just shoot the stuff and talk about it, because to be honest, I don't think I know how Haku feels about like the last 50 chapters or something like that. I want to say. Yeah, I think it's been like a year since we spoke. It might not be. Actually, it might be a year since we've spoken. So I have to reach out. I need to. Um, I'm excited. The fact that he's up, he's showing himself. Interesting. Let me pull up a picture of Ivan Kel. These chapters were good. These chapters always leave me wanting more, which is not a bad thing. Let me pull up a picture of Ivan Kel. Right here. It's very similar, but Ivan Kel had that thing in her forehead. It is very similar. Hers covers a lot more of her face, though. Where is she at again? Wait, no, that's just messed up. No, it's the same amount of actually. Oops, I closed up the home. It's the same amount. So I wonder what that is then. What is that? It is the same thing as Ivan Kel. I wonder. I have no idea now. I was gonna be like, is that an ancient thing? But then we know that Kel Helm has that ancient elephant. No, not the elephant. Kel Helm has an ancient too, doesn't he? Well, technically, we know how many characters do we know having like an ancient beast or something within them? It's Ivan Kel has like that fire elephant. Kel Helm and then Yama, right? Because Yama has Akronach inside of him. And then I want to say it was Kel Helm, correct? Well, I'm stuck on that. It is. I thought well technically 4. Then Rock is an ancient. That's the thing. Because then they classify Akronach as he doesn't count in that group. I thought they classified that monster that Jihad pulled up on because that was inside of Nen and then Nen put it inside of Yama, right? Or no, what did Yasracha just call it last chapter? My bad, y'all. Or was it this chapter? Hold on. Yeah, it wasn't confirmed right here. It was what do you call it? Hybrid. Yeah, you're right. It has, but it never was confirmed to be one of those ones that was the same as what they had. There's no reason given why Ivan Kel has this marking either, but the leading theories are: 1, it's a burn scar, or 2, it's assigned to Ivan Kel as one of the cursed peoples that Jihad cursed for defying him during the Genesis Wars. I like 2. 2 makes sense, and 2 would make sense if he were to have been cursed, especially knowing what side of the war he falls on. I like that. That makes sense to me. It being a burn, especially now seeing Luslec. It being a burn. Excuse me. It'd just be weird that they that they'd have the same burn marking on the same side of their face occupying. It'd be weird. So it being like some sort of curse or something, or an identifier. My brain jumps to Final Fantasy 16 because I recently played that, where they put all the markings on people's faces to identify if they have abilities. I could see that. One of the curses Jihad gave to them is is the Hermaphrodite curse, which made some of them be born intersex and Ivan Kel started. That is true. That is true. Take care, friends. Have a good one, Amir. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. I think that was just I was gonna say I think that was a translation issue. That's what, Because I remember being like live and people being like, no, Kel's a woman. It's just a translation mess up. I do remember that. But you know, I'm very interested to see what the dealio is. Hold on. Do we have any images of V? We have like from the floor of death, but he was like this big. So it's like you can't see no detail. And then we could assume that from 172 that was V as well. 172. My brain fart. So like we assume that this is V, right? That's our assumption. That's my guess. I would assume that this is V. This looks sick though. Like this looks crazy looking. It just feels like he should. Like I look at him and he doesn't look like he should be sitting on this. It looks like it doesn't feel like he should be sitting on that. His little seat thing looks cooler than Trauma Ray's though. His floating seat throne thingy looks cooler than Trom's. I think one thing I should mention is how casually Jinsung speaks with him. That's one. I feel like that's something that should be mentioned. It's like he's finally shown himself, and it's not like we bow before him, and it's like, oh, great Luslec, and we speak very formal to him. It's more so like, it's like, bro, you just gonna pop up here? You gonna pop up here on me? You just pawning all your work off on me? And he's like, you want a drink? He's like, nah, I got stuff to do, bro. What are you talking about? He's like, too bad. I think like I like the dynamic between them. It makes me wonder like how he is. Like how is he? But less like he's the strongest in FUG, right? Outstanding bomb, because bomb's an irregular, right? Outstanding bomb, he's the strongest in FUG. So we have Luslec. Isn't there one of them called Seto? Then you have White. You have Karaka. You have Yama. Right? That's the Yama, Karaka, White. Why am I forgetting all the Slayers? Luslec, Seto. Bomb's a candidate. Is that it? Why do I feel like I'm forgetting somebody? But maybe I'm not. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody though. Like I did feel like I'm like there's probably I feel like there's someone right in my face that I'm forgetting. How come Jinsung's not a Slayer? Does he not want to be a Slayer? I feel like I've asked this like mad a long time ago. Is there any reason that we know why he isn't one? Does he not want to be one? He ain't trying to go fight his grandma, probably. That yeah. I don't know. I feel like would he be? He doesn't really have any more growth left in him. He is really old. So he's reached his max potential. Really? We do know he's old as dirt. What's the score to the Alabama game? We do know he's old as dirt. It's like funny enough, Jin Sung 13-10 in the third quarter. That's a tight game. Jin Sung's one of the oldest characters in the series, like low key. It feels like it anyways. You're telling me there's no FUG stuff they could do? Make them a little bit stronger? I don't know. So I know there's people that are like, there's Slayers that are asleep. There's vacant seats, right? There's vacant Slayer seats that could be filled. But it's like, who? One thing I will say, and I feel like, is this a thing? Hold on. The newest Slayer is Karaka. Yes? Like official Slayer, officially titled Slayer. Karaka's the newest one. Because when it comes to like the scale level of power, Yama and White feel completely different than Karaka. But we've seen Karaka be very like strong and effective with his resources, the world of darkness, the individuals that he controls. But it's like when I think of Karaka and then I think of White, and it's like the feats that we've been told and the feats that we've seen, and then I look at Yama and the feats that we are being told that he can reach, and then all that stuff. It's, yeah, that's true. Karaka's more defense too. But it's like Yama and White feel like they feel like some of the strongest people whenever they get going. Like when they get going, they feel like insane. Like there's not too many people stronger than them. We know there is, but it feels like it. He's an endurance time, not a DPS. That is true. To be a Slayer, you need to be able to embody godhood, physically and ideologically. You need to have endless potential because godhood is an eternal growth. I see that with everyone that is outside. Well, we don't know. I don't know anything about Luslec, but he was around back then. Yeah. But when we think about all the Slayers, that does fit. That does fit. It's same thing with Bomb being a Slayer candidate. It does fit. Okay. Is it me? Is it a me thing, or is this just a writing thing? I'm tired of being drip fed stuff. I am. I'm at this point, I want to get hit with like a big lore dump and learn some more stuff. Like I'm tired of being drip fed. Like I want to know something. If you're not going to tell me everything, at least give me like a chunk of something. It just feels like I'm being teased. You're just teasing me and teasing me and teasing me. It's like, here's a few panels of this character, and then we won't see him for a little bit. Here's this, and here's that, and let's talk about this, and let's pique someone's interest. Let's get a flashback. We got a flashback from someone that's not even actively in the series that we know of. You have to wait 10 more years for that. Ah, man. Like, I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm at that point where I'm like, just give me something. I just need something. That's it. I just need something. Because I say that because we got that lore dump in the Floor of Death from Garum. And that lore dump all that time ago has spawned so many theory conversations from me alone that I could just get lost for hours talking about it. That lore dump for me happened 2 years ago. For a lot in real time, that lore dump was how many years ago? Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something crazy like that. That lore dump was a long time ago. And it's been like little drops of information here and there. I feel like it's like we need another big lore dump that we could absorb the information and then be like, oh, I feel like we need that. Tower of Edging. Yeah, it is. I feel like it's needed. Something has to give. We either need something massive to happen in series or a lore dump. I just can't wait for the resolution to this current arc. Have either Gastong or Traumaray kill each other, let the tower go into political chaos, and then let's either get back to the climb or do a time skip. I do feel like hands are tied. I feel like something has to happen. There has to be a return to normal, or a time skip has to happen. I feel like CU has kind of written himself into a corner. It does feel that way, where it's like you have to funnel the series in one direction or the other. Because if you just keep it mad broad like this, I don't know how much more people could take of it being this broad. Like, there's just so many things that are happening. Like, the scope is like this big. The scope is massive, but then there's still a billion things happening as well. We haven't seen characters that we all love for hundreds and hundreds of chapters, and there's stories that are going on with them too that we just don't get to see. And I feel like we have to shift focus to them eventually, or are we just never going to see them again, or are they just going to pop up randomly, or we're never going to learn what they were doing, and it's just like, oh, they're here now, and then they leave again. I don't know, but I feel like something has to give. I don't know how much more you can happen. Got into it late. How long has the series been going? More than 10 years, right? 12 years, something like that. 10 years, 12 years. It probably. This is like the One Piece of webtoons. There's no end in sight. There's no end in sight. Even if we don't get all the answers, let's just go somewhere with it. Every arc is it's extending. It's just extending. It's just it feels, honestly, and I don't find this as a knock necessarily. A lot of people might, but I don't think this is a knock necessarily. But since the nest ended, it feels like we're in a run-on sentence. It just like this arc feels like it's a run-on sentence. It just feels like, all right, the nest really didn't conclude. It's like the nest arc ended because we're not in the nest anymore, but the story of the nest is still going. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like the nest was, we're here to go do this, and it was like, okay, the nest is over because none of us are in the nest, and Jinsung is free. Like, Jinsung's free and we're not in the nest anymore. But all the stories that got sparked in the nest, we're just running on. And usually what happens after like these arcs is everyone splinters and splits away from everybody else for a while, and then we'll start other arcs, and then we'll slowly work our way back to interconnecting. And it was like the nest happened, and it's just like everyone got splintered away for like 5 chapters, 10 chapters at the max, and then everyone ended up back together again. So it's like nothing. It's like there hasn't been no really change. Again, it feels like a run-on sentence. It just feels like a long and that's what we're going. And I feel like if this run-on sentence doesn't hit like a and we learn this big massive thing, or this crazy fight happens and someone dies, it's gonna be like we're just running on. It's just gonna be a run-on sentence until it's like mundane. Oh, I usually like a series to continue, but I didn't get to see it for all series. You gotta end it with something about the Holler main character will live on. There's an idea of what the end of the series could be. We're nowhere near it. That's the thing. We're nowhere near it. There's still so many things that have to happen. So many things have to come back. We're in for the long haul. This thing needs to have a clear end to the season, I guess. And let's just revisit the character that we want to see before we move on. Exactly. I agree with you. But I feel like this season has to end. This season has to end with Gastang and Traumeré, one of them killing each other. I feel like season 3 has to end with one of them dying. Well, has Bomb ever stolen someone's life force? What if one of them kills one of the other? English. What if oh brother, English. What if Bomb absorbs the dead one and they become a person in his mental state? They're just chilling in there with the thrusters and the souls and everything. And Leviathan. What if? I do feel like something's gonna happen with Leviathan. Like when it comes to Leviathan and Traumeré, because Leviathan has Traumeré's memories. I feel like Trom's gonna have. I think it'd be crazy for this to end and Trom never get his memories back. I want to see him go crazy with the idea of getting his memories back or coming to terms with it. So something has to happen. How? I don't know. We need to bring a Durologist perspective back in the Tower God. Having Wangnan as a side story running parallel might have dragged this season out twice as much, but there would have been punctuation. Dude, this season would have been ridiculous if we were following Wang Wang. I do think if once this season ends, we might switch focus to Wang Wang, and it might be exactly how season 2 started, where it was like Bomb is here, but Bomb as we know him isn't there, and then it takes a minute to get to know him. I feel like we might focus on Wangnan. Did I say Wang Wang? We might focus on Wangnan a lot at the beginning of next season. It'd just be a way to give the series like a breath of fresh air, and then have all the madness of a family head crashing into Wangnan's story. I feel like that's what it should be. That's a perfect segue into the next season. A family head are out of the mix. Jihad taking things into his own hands. And in the meantime, we're doing other stuff. To be honest, we could have gone without the marriage tournament, especially since it didn't even last long. It got interrupted anyways. Honestly, no. I wanted. There are more ways to bring Yuri and Dorsey into the story. Honestly, I wish this would have. I'm being dead serious when I say this, because Bomb and Dorsey, I guess, is his romantic. What is it called? His shit partner. Whatever. And Dorsey is the person for him, I guess, in this series. I wish this. I'm being very serious. I actually wanted the Flavor of Love marriage tournament to happen to actually give Bomb a romantic and love interest. I feel like I really wanted an actual tournament to happen, and then for it to spiral out of control. We never even got there. Like, once the Serpent Master showed up and destroyed the hotel, it was like, all right, we're done here. I actually wanted the tournament to happen. I think it would have actually been cool. It would have been a cool, reprieve. We didn't even get there. That's why it feels like just a run on. I feel like it would have been cool to get like this brief little break, right? It would have been a brief break. It would have been like, okay, we're doing this little weird thing. You could have had something happen, and then we could have spiraled it out of control, and we would still be in the same situation we're in. Right? And we, like, if you would have, I wish we just would have pushed that plot just a little bit more forward. Let it actually happen. Let people fight each other and then spiral it out of control. It would have been better than seeing Kun try to negotiate with family heads, if I'm being honest. But that would require a resolution to an arc. And when have we gotten that since the nest? We haven't. But I think I feel like it would have been a cool little tiny mini. Because that's what Name Hunt felt like. Name Hunt felt like just the cool tiny little mini arc. And we just picked up another character at the end. Like, it's like, all right, Lily and Chillo, we know they don't like Endorsi, and then they had to fight with Elaine, and then it was like, all right, back on the train. That's what it felt like. I feel like we could have had like, all right, the nest ended. Story really didn't end. We could have had like this nice little cool little 20 chapter arc, Princess Tournament, this, and then at the end it gets like cut short, and then we do that. Instead of it, like, we never even got there. That's the point. It's like we got introduced to the girls, and then like the same night, all the girls are dead, and then we're just doing all of that. Like, what was the point? I don't know. I feel like you could have actually gone through with it, at least made it feel like something. You could have made it feel like something. I don't know. I actually like the idea of it. I did. I'm like one of like 7 people that actually like the idea of that arc. I also feel like there's been a major missed opportunity to have Elaine in this arc, especially since her dad. That's why I'm saying, it's just like, that's what this tournament should have been. You should have brought all these females. You should have brought all these females in for this marriage tournament. But it was just like, oh, we're gonna do this marriage tournament, and the marriage tournament was the idea for what? 5 chapters before it got interrupted, it feels like. 5 chapters? It was no more, it wasn't 10. It feels like it was a thing for a couple chapters and then it was done. Like this marriage tournament thing, like Elaine should have been a part of it. Lily and Chilio should have been a part of it. I still think Yuri should have crashed it. And Dorsey should have been a part of it. Anak should have been a part of it, even if she didn't want to be a part of it. It should have, like, any female character that we've seen should have been a part of this tournament. That's why I'm like, this little tournament could have been fine. It honestly, it would have been a fun little arc to have. And then you could have had Bomb the same way. He doesn't want to marry nobody. He doesn't want to be in a relationship. He doesn't. You could have had him be the same way, and then this tournament actually made him realize that he actually cares about somebody. Even if they aren't an item at the end of the tournament, you at least could have the idea that, oh, I actually like somebody in my brain. And it can never come up again for as long as you want it to. I don't know. I like the idea of the marriage tournament. I wish it actually would have happened. It would have been, and it didn't have to be long too. It could have been the same length that Name Hunt was. And Name Hunt was what? 20 chapters? Barely 20 chapters? We have to keep the ship tension going for the fans. I hear you, but what wouldn't increase the tension of, oh, there are girls here that are stronger than me, that are all vying for him, and I need to fight to make sure that I can set myself up. I don't know, I feel like the marriage tournament actually would have lended itself. You could have actually had some girls there that were excited to be married to the Slayer candidate. Because at the inception of this marriage tournament, none of them cared about Bomb. None of them cared about Bomb. Not a single one of them. No character arcs go downhill if the main MC gets with someone before the series ends. Cough Naruto. Where him and Hinata weren't. I guess they got together in the last though. I don't know, but I won't even say that. Kishimoto just doesn't know how to write girls, so that's why relationships never was gonna work in Naruto. He doesn't know how to write women at all. He doesn't know how to write them. So I don't know. Ugh, I'm frustrated. That's frustrating. I feel like I really wanted that arc, and it's something I didn't think about until right now, until we started talking about it. I really didn't even think that the fact that it didn't happen, and we've just been caught up and going on. I think the idea of Traumer and Gaston killing each other kind of like blinded me to what actually happened, and now that I'm sitting here talking about it, it's like, no, I actually wanted that arc to happen, because I remember when it was first introduced, I was excited. I'm the one that came up with the idea of it being like a Flavor of Love thing. So I'm like, I was actually excited for that arc. I really was. Oh, it sucks. I genuinely have not thought about it until this moment. That's not fair. I thought we were gonna get every girl that bombed. I thought so too. I thought it would have been any one of these ideas would have been cool. Any one of these ideas would have been cool. Like what? So you could have had Elaine here. You could have had Lilio and Chilio. You could have had Endorsey. You could have had Anak. Who else could have showed up? Yuri could crash it. Cool. What other characters could we have had be in this tournament? Like, I would say, not Huarine, because we know that she ends up with Redacted. And we know Redacted's on this mission for something. Who else could have been there? Like, I'm blanking on female characters that actually are the same, like, power level, the same rank. Hiwa, but we still don't. Her and Donwa are still somewhere else. Yeah. They're still somewhere. I feel like you could have had Yoraha there, but we know that she's with Redacted. There's you could have done a ton of cool things. This arc could have been really cool. I'm bummed out by this now. I'm actually bummed out. Oh man. I think it would have been a cool thing to have, like, people crash it, certain things happen. You could have, like, when's the last time remember when the Slayer candidate was, like, in the news, and, like, the princesses would show up places, and it would be like, oh goodness, the princesses are here, or the Slayer candidate's here. It could have been something like that, right? You still could have had Traumer puppeting it, but he could have done something like that. Like, people could have been excited for this, like, oh, there's going to be a marriage tournament for the Slayer candidate or something like that, or the Slayer candidate is not a Slayer. Like, you could have spun, like, it could have been like a cool narrative happening in the tower where it's like, the Slayer candidates actually might end up being a part of the Lopobia family. What's going on here? It could have been a lot of craziness. Like, you could have spun with, like, the gossip in the tower that you used to get, but we don't get that no more. The last time we got that stuff is when Bomb took the ranker test and beat, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he beat the test ranker, and it was like, oh, the C rank regular beat a ranker and passed the test, like, before we went into the nest. That's the last time we got that, which is what it feels like 100 chapters ago. It feels like it. There's a lot of cool things that could happen. I actually was excited for this arc. Now, disappointed. Still, I say all that to be disappointed, and all I have to say, if one of the family heads dies in a blaze of glory, I could forgive it. I could forgive it if one of them dies in a blaze of glory, if it's not, like, as convoluted as the end of the White fight was, the Bomb and White fight. If their fight ends in some weird shenanigan way like that, I'm gonna be hot. I just want one of them to kill one of them. Just straight up, just one of them kills them. No shenanigans. I don't need any shenanigans. Just let them kill each other. That's it. I feel like in the fights between them, there shouldn't be any shenanigans because there should be nobody, as long as Bomb isn't there, right? As long as Bomb's not present, there should be nobody to interfere in their battle. You know, Bomb would be like, no, and touch someone, and then all of a sudden, he done took their abilities and stuff. I don't know, but just let them fight. Please let them fight. Everyone's excited about what's coming up, so I feel like crazy stuff is gonna happen, but just let them fight. I just want them to fight. If they're gonna kill each other, let them kill each other. Please. Just let them kill each other. I don't need anything else. I don't need you to do any stupid shenanigans. But then again, I don't know how CU I don't know what CU's I know that he looks at the fans. I know he listens to them. I think it's apparent that he listens to them from time to time. I don't know how the Korean fan base feels about the current state of things. I have a vague idea of how people around the world, basically everyone else, feels about Tower of God. Everyone else is like, people have been on Tower of God since season 3 started. I don't think there's a part of season 3 that people actually really like being very clear. Nobody liked the cage stuff. The Nest people really didn't like either. Anything after the Nest people have an issue with. It's kind of like the worst point of Tower of God. The white fight didn't help nobody either. Season 2 was feels like the high point of the series. I feel like people look back on season 1 and they love it so much. I know a lot of people in Korea are saying that the story is dragging on. That was a couple months ago. I think that's the feeling we feel with you're not there's a mystery of what happened a long time ago, and a lot of what's going on in the story presently is based on what happened a long time ago, like the events that led us to be where we are, and you're not telling us what that is, right? You're not telling us anything about what happened then. It's different. It's like every now and again we get information. We barely get that. It's like you gave us a chunk years ago, and then you barely drip fed us anything. And then we get close to a subject, and you'll have a character be like, oh, what happened back then? And then you cut away for 3 chapters. And then we come back, and then they're not talking about what it was anymore. So I feel like you gotta give us something. You have to give us something. Especially if we're dealing with the family leaders. Nothing that's happening presently in the story is driving the family leaders. It feels like going forward, it feels like a lot of the family leaders, all of their battles are going to be what happened in the past, what sides you stood on. Because especially if they don't have their memories either, when they get their memories back, they're acting purely on what happened all the way back then. Gaston is doing everything in his power to get his memories back, because when he gets his memories back, he's going to make sure that everything burns. So it's like nothing that's presently happening in the tower is really a concern to them. Like Bomb's here now, so they're going to use Bomb, but they're all fighting a war from 10,000, 20,000 years ago. They're all fighting that same battle. They're all stuck on the decision of not climbing it. So it's like if you won't tell us what their motivations are, then what are we supposed to do? How am I supposed to connect with these characters if I really don't know who they are? So I don't know. I feel like you got to do something. Something's got to give. Something has to give. At this point, something has to. You have to give us something. I can't believe it's been this long with us not knowing any information. The Floor of Death is what? We're on 5. What are we on? This is 590. We're over chapter 600 in total. And the floor of death was I just need a vague estimate. The floor of death was the arc. That's the floor of death. 300 chapters ago. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Gaston 257. This is Gaston. Looking at Heyo. This is 335, 336. I honestly think that's ridiculous. Like I'm being very serious. What are we on? 590? It's actually 300 chapters ago. That's insane. I guess that's another complaint. That's way too long to go without information. That's ridiculous. 300 chapters? Dude, there are some series that don't even last 300 chapters. 300 chapters that get told a massive incident happened between these god beings, and now these god beings are starting to fight each other, and we still don't know why they're fighting each other. We have a vague idea. There's something happened. Something happened, and then one of them probably died or something, or we don't know what actually happened. Attack on Titan has 134 chapters, and they were probably the same length as all of these chapters, and it's got a ton of story. To go 300 chapters without touching back on the events because if we're being honest, the decision to stop climbing and the fallout, that is what Tower of God is. That is there's everything that possibly came before it, all the stuff that happened after it, all the new characters we got, all of that is fine and dandy. That event is the catalyst of this story, essentially. Especially if Bomb is the kid that got killed and Redacted does know Arlen and all this stuff. That one event has shaped everything. And we have got one lore drop. And then after the lore drop, the person who gives us the lore drop then says, I didn't tell you, I didn't tell everything. There's still this facet and this facet to the story, and there's more information that's been left out. 300 chapters later, and we still don't know anything. We don't. The little drip fed stuff that we got isn't for that situation. It's for another situation. Around the same time period, but it's not that one. I feel like that's insane to me. Actually think that's insane. Something's got to happen. And I'm not just saying that because I really want to know what happened back then. Something has to happen. Has to. We're gonna we got Traumaray, so we knew Gaston before. Traumaray has showed up. Luslec has decided to enter back into the fold. That we're now approaching seeing every single family leader now. There's no reason why the family leader should be tucking their tails anymore. Especially if one of them dies. They all need to be active at this point. I would assume that they would all be active and playing. So we're going to start being introduced to them now. We're probably going to be fighting more. We're going to be talking to them more. You gotta tell us what's going on. I wouldn't be. This is a thing. I might say this and then we might be out of here. We know that Gaston and Traumaray doesn't care to get his memories back. Gaston he's having all of his minions fight tooth and nail to get his memories back. If I'm the other family leaders and I see that war is going to happen inevitably, and these two are currently fighting, I would be going to go get my memories. Because if all of us don't have the memories, then I feel like if they're fighting, they have to be fighting for a reason. Why are they fighting? And they all are aware that they are missing a time period in their brain. They're aware of it. I would be going to get my memories. This whole we meet another family leader and they don't have their memories, or they need to go through a trial to go get their memory. That I feel like we shouldn't have to experience that again. We shouldn't have to. Or if anything, we should stumble across a family leader's memories that does, like a trauma rant. They don't want their memories and they're choosing not to get them. We should stumble across their memories and we should take their memories. Stuff like that. But if a family leader wants their memories, they should be going to get their memories right now. You go do this while the attention's not on us. While we're not actively fighting, go get this. I feel like that should be a thing. It should be. The idea of possibly stealing a family leader's memories and getting them and intercepting them and having Bomb get them so he has more point of views, because he has Gaston's point of view in his brain, at least part of it right now. And then there might be a way for him to unlock the memories from Leviathan and get those too, and he might get Trauma Ray's point of view. Hell, if we can intercept someone else's, we can get someone else's point of view on all this stuff, and the story could be so different where it's like everyone has their own point of view, and then like throughout all that mixture, you got to figure out what actually happened. I don't know. So that has to be something. There's so many things that can happen that I feel like should happen, and I feel like it should happen soon. But if we're blessed and nothing happens to see you 15 more years of Tower of God, 15 more years? I don't know. That's all I got. I gotta figure out some way to edit this up, because I feel like we stayed on topic for this whole discussion. It's 2.5 hours. I'm not uploading 2.5 hours, I don't think. So we'll figure it out. I actually might end up uploading close to 2 hours, because I know the first like 15-20 minutes we weren't talking about this. So I don't know. Calling it. Yeah, I'm calling it. I don't think there's what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'm not. I was like, maybe I could go live again. I'm not going live again. Tomorrow for Omniscient Reader. So that should be fun. Wednesday, I don't think we'll be live. Thursday, we might be live. Friday, there's a chance. And aiming for Saturday. I'm aiming for Saturday, and we have our list for Saturday. So there's that. Friday's my hero. I'm not going to stream it, though. Friday's my hero, because the chapter didn't come out today. Chapters come out Friday. So Friday's my hero. All right. I got my schedule. Have a good one, you guys. Thank you. It's good grouping. We actually got to see Luslec, or Michelle. Got to see him. That's cool. Sitting there, drinking some stuff. Cool design. Hopefully we get some more. I hope we get some more. But calling it. Thank you. Have a good one. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully, God willing, I see you next time. If I see you throughout this week, hope to see you then. But if not, have a good week. Have a good weekend coming up, and I'll see you next Monday for 176 of season 3. So again, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. Peace out.